Hello and welcome back to Bookish and welcome to Tag Tuesday. Today I want to do the book snack tag. This tag was created by Rosika over at the channel Midnight Reader, and she was kind enough to tag me to do this. And because I've been taking a long time to get to tags, it's been a while since she tagged me. But I do want to do the tag because I thought it was really creative and fun and, well, snacks, books, those things just seem to be kind of something I want to talk about. So here we go. Prompt number 1 says, Sweet, the chocolate chip cookie of books. Pick a book that is warm-hearted, uplifting, and makes you less cynical about the world. I would normally pick Leonard and Hungry Paul by Ronan Hessian here, but instead I'm going to pick Panenka by Ronan Hessian here. Panenka is the story of an Irish footballer who makes a terrible mistake which pretty much ruins his career, and from that he kind of spirals downward and his family falls apart, and this is the story of him putting his life back together, making those connections, coming to grips with the things that he's done, reestablishing relationships and positive things with family members and friends, and even finding hope for a new relationship. So it's just, to me, it hits that kind of chocolate chip cookie spot for me. Prompt 2, inherently craveable. Pick a book or a series that you couldn't stop reading or reaching for. I went with the Maigret detective novels by Georges Simenon, featuring the Belgian, I believe, detective named Maigret who solves crimes in France, and they're short detective novels. They're beautifully written, I think, really well crafted, and Maigret kind of satisfies that idea of a detective character who's really interesting and who you kind of root for and who you come to kind of understand his methods and personality. Prompt 3 is cheesy. Like Cheeto dust, you can't escape the cheese. Pick a book that you love, because of or in spite of its cheesiness. Okay, so I didn't pick a book or a series here. I picked an author, and that author is Sarah Gailey. Sarah Gailey writes books that are, I would say, quirky, and oftentimes they have kind of, what I might think of as a cheesy premise. It might be, the premise might be lesbian librarians in a post-apocalyptic Western future. It might be a school for magic. It might be a world in which Louisiana is full of feral hippos and hippos that have been trained to bear riders, and following the antics, I guess, or not antics, but following the adventures of kind of a gang of misfits and really interesting characters. And to me, there's always something a little cheesy about a Sarah Gailey novel, but there's also oftentimes also something really awesome about it. So I'm going to pick an author, Sarah Gailey. Prompt number 4 is deep fried. You bit too soon into the hot batter and got burned. Pick a book that hurt to read. I'm going to go with Normal People by Sally Rooney for this one. Not because there's anything necessarily painful or weird or awful that happens in Normal People, but as an older person, it was painful to me to kind of read about the angsty romantic decisions and mistakes made by young people. And so, the whole time I was going in my old man voice in my head going, just do this, just be together, just, have some whatever. And I realized that that's out of step with what the book's about. So I went with that one for a book that was painful, that hurt to read. Prompt 5 is ice cold. Sometimes the snack you want can only come from the deep freezer. Pick a book that transports you to a cold place. I can't think of a colder book than The Hills Reply by Tarjei Vesaas, the Norwegian writer. It's a book of short stories, almost just impressions, and there's a lot of snow. He's Norwegian. There's a lot of snow, and so that's a book that definitely I really liked, and it definitely made me feel cold, or took me to a cold place. Prompt number 6, sour. Some things are just too sour to keep a straight face. Pick a book that made you make faces while you're reading. I'm going to go with The Passenger by Cormac McCarthy here. McCarthy's latest novel after, 15 or so years without publishing a novel. I read The Passenger. I have to say I found it disappointing. Sometimes the face I was making where I was rolling my eyes. Sometimes I was frowning in confusion. Sometimes I probably had a kind of blissful look on my face because of some kind of beautiful passage that was created. A quizzical look probably was on my face quite frequently because I found lots of aspects of the book to be, unsatisfying or strange or unexplained or not necessarily well done. Prompt 7, the healthy snack. you picked this up because it was good for you. Pick a book that you read to improve yourself in some way. I guess I'll go with Braiding Sweetgrass. I really don't pick up books to improve myself. I do pick up books to learn, which I think kind of counts. Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. It's just a beautiful book about refiguring the way we think about nature and our role in the natural world and our role in terms of how we deal with plants, animals, etc. And changing our idea of those from something we use to a more symbiotic relationship in which we benefit and we give back, those kind of things. I really thought the book was beautiful. It definitely changed some of my thinking. And then prompt number 8 is juicy. Like an orange or a watermelon, some snacks have plenty of pieces to share. Pick a book that is profoundly shareable, a book you want others to read. I guess I'm going to go with New Grub Street here. I read it for Victober. New Grub Street by George Gissing is a book about bad things that happen to writers, and its resolution is unique, I guess, and it causes you to question and think. And I just think it's a great book. And if you don't think you like Victober or Victorian literature because of the happy endings, read New Grub Street or George Gissing in general, I think. And then the last prompt is the snack pack. Everyone wins when you swap and share snacks. Tag some friends to do the tag. So I am going to tag Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics because he tags me to do everything. Heidi from My Reading Life. Karen from The Roving Reader because she shared a lot of really good vegan snacks. By the way, Heidi, I'm expecting some, authentically Maine snacks. Shawn the Book Maniac because, well, Shawn's been doing a lot of serious stuff and on his channel, he's also started a Patreon recently. And he's probably busy, so maybe this would be a good quick idea for a video for him. And then Kevvie from Say Kevvie, because they are always just great videos and great comments on my channel. And then Brandon from Brandon's Bookshelf. Brandon does a lot of very serious videos about very serious topics and books. Maybe he needs a break from that, and so I'm going to tag him to do this fun tag. Anyway, there you go. There is my version of the book snack tag. I look forward to your comments in the comment section below, and as always, thank you for watching.